I was asked to compare a local car show the other day, which typically has a range of older vehicles on display. For comparison's sake, the Holden Equinox, the latest Subaru WRX STI, and the just-released Range Rover Velar. It's a midsize SUV which, if you get the higher specification model, comes with all the bells and whistles. To understand the impact of new technology, I asked Glen, who owns a 1964 H Holden, to sit in the Velar to see how he reacted to all the features of a modern car. Here we go. I'm sitting now in the new Range Rover Velar. And it's got a whole pile of technology. If you haven't had a look, come and have a look through the window. We're just sitting behind the grey Falcon, not far from to the left of the red WRX STI. The reason I'm doing this is I'm sitting with Glen, who owns a EH Holden, 1964 EH Holden. Now, we'll start up the car, and it will turn on all the technology. Now, Glen, I want you to tell me your reaction. Is it a little bit different to the EH Holden?
Mildly, yeah. It's more like turning on a PlayStation than starting a car.
It is a PlayStation. Of course, you have a digital screen in front of you, and all the digital stuff here in the middle, of course, is a flat screen with very little controls on it. Is it overwhelming?
Does Range Rover do the uni course to drive it?
Well, I get the 17-year-old to tell me what it's all about. I get confused. Now, you'll note in the middle here it has pictures of the seats so that you can follow that. Oh, look, there comes the map in front of you, which is all rather powerful. What do you think of the layout? It's not flat like an EH Holden, is it?
No, it's definitely got a lot more gadgets in it, but it's hard to know which screen to look at. There's three to look at.
Yeah, and so we have the speedo on the left, which is digital, and a tacho on the right with the map in the middle.
That's pretty cool.
They're pretty cool?
Yeah, I like the navigation in the middle because a lot of the time it's in the centre console, so you've got to look away to look at that, where here it's in a great spot.
Yeah, I want it in the future that I will be able to put it up and move the dials around to whatever I want. You know, that if I want to move it like a screen on my computer, you know, that I put the tacho in the middle and make it bigger or smaller or non-existent or whatever.
Yeah, like changing your desktop.
Yeah,
that'd be good. And well, a head-up display would be good.
They're the same as most cars as well. You won't make it
I'll just put the thing up here so that I can we put all the windows up so we can...
yeah, when we find the buttons.
Yeah, and the back ones as well. Okay. Probably, I don't think the EH has electric windows.
No, it doesn't even have air conditioning.
Now, yours is a special, an EH special. What does that mean for 1964?
Well, they came out as a standard, a special, and then a premier. So it's the middle of the range model. Not that much difference from the special to the standard, just you might have got carpet instead of vinyl. So it's not like this where it's all leather and all shiny bits.
You're a tradie. Leather, would this suit you?
Black leather does, white, no chance.
Because of the dirt, I showed the dirt?
Dirt and also kids. I've got 2 kids, nothing white around children.
But it's angled and it's different. It is luxury. It does give you an ambience, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely nice to sit in. It looks nice, but yeah, the practicality of white leather, no, not at all.
You drive the EH Holden periodically, but you have a Navara, I think, a ute?
Yeah, just a dual cab ute for work.
And again, is it a new one? Is it with coil springs in the back, or is it an older version?
It's 2011, so it's got leaf springs in the back.
Which is actually better for carrying stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. When they put the coil springs in there, initially they were too soft, and if you put a bit of weight in, it'd carry the weight, but the nose of the car would be sticking out
well in front of you. The other thing that, of course, this Range Rover has is much more controls on it's got some controls on the steering wheel.
Yeah, it's got a lot for everything. There's, I don't know what that picture is for.
Lane departure warning.
Right, so I need the car to tell me I'm leaving the lane. Right, okay.
You want to put and this one here.
That looks like a heated steering wheel.
Yes, I would say that. Yep.
Yeah, see, a lot of this stuff would be for over where it snows, like in colder climates.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you need it in Australia. Even the seat warmers. I hate sitting on seat warmers.
So, look, my wife and kid loves them in the morning. I hate them.
Yeah, I hate them. I don't like them at all.
The thing that I hated about them was the Nissan 370Z used to have the switches for them just here, and so you'd bump it with your elbow and you're going along, you think, oh, hang on, something's wrong.
Yeah, my friend had a Passat and we'd just flick them on as a joke. We'd turn your mate sitting next to you's one on and just wait for him to get a hot butt.
This has cooled seats. I like that.
Yeah, that's different. I haven't seen that before. I've only seen heat.
Quite a number of cars. A number of Kias have got them now. The upmarket versions, models of particular ranges have got a cooled seat. Tradie out in the hot sun, I reckon that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, it would be good on waiting for the aircon to kick in. You do get into your car between jobs, and yeah, I'll be on a roof on a 30-40 degree day, so anything to cool you down is good.
The Holden Equinox we got over there has the button that you can start it before you get into the car.
Hang on, I'll just interrupt you there. My seat has just started massaging my back. It says here, auto massage.
Did you like it?
That's different. That's very different. Yeah.
My colleague who drove it here to help me shuffle the cars found that out. That was one of the first things he looked for, I think. Or not looked for, but found, and he quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, it actually feels pretty good. Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Well, there's a lot of electronics in it. If you want to get in the back, the rear tailgate and that, you don't have to force it in any way. You just press the button.
Yeah, I'm just a bit worried what happens at the end of this seat massage.
No, it's only a massage. It's not.
Okay.
It's not like a normal or some massage parlours in the way. All right, so $130,000 or so, probably not on your list, but it's a little bit like a lounge in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be good to actually take it for a drive to see how it feels on the road and how it handles. I'd assume with all this gear on it, it'd handle pretty well.
It actually turns into corners remarkably well. You know, you can get a certain sharpness in the corners. Not sharp, it's quite sports car, but it's very firm. It doesn't wallow. You know, you might expect from an SUV, and of course they're extremely competent off-road as well. Glen,
sorry, I'm distracted. I'm just finding out new things. It does have a head-up display. I just noticed it on the windscreen there. So yeah, there's lots to see and do in here. So,
well, it takes you a while to do that now, isn't it? You know, I mean, if you got into your EH, you would check the mirrors and the seat, and that's about it.
You mean you check your mirror? There's only one. Yeah, and have to check one mirror.
Well, I think you've just summed up the difference in motoring.
Yeah. Well, you didn't even have to worry about seatbelts back then.
Yes.
So that's one less thing to check off the list.
Glenn, thanks very much for your time.
No worries. It's been fun.